So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the adfartech Venture podcast, the platform where industry leaders share insights and shape the digital landscapes. And today we are honored to have a distinguished guest, Mr. Shailesh, a visionary chief information officer, IT strategist, and digital transformation leader with over 25 years of profound experience across various industries like retail, trading, manufacturing, e-commerce, and the hospitality, all the types of verticals. And right now, he is serving as a group IT head of DBMSC Steel Group. And he is today with us as a podcast guest with adfartech Venture. And we heartily welcome him on the podcast and, asking them to share his insights into managing resources effectively, managing the digital transformations, and this ever-evolving tech landscape. So, welcome, Mr. Shailesh, and we are really heartfully grateful to you to have you today. So, as I explain you, whatever you are in my words, my audience is also very much excited to know something more about you, your journey, and how you have reached to this, experience level. So, can you just say about yourself in your journey and in your words, how you have reached to this, tech industry and what drives your passion for IT. So now the stage is yours, sir. Please.
Thank you, Sonal. Thank you for your introduction. And I would like to welcome all listeners into this discussion. I'm Shailesh and I'm a IT strategic leader and presently working in United Arab Emirates. Before that, I was handled some positions in India in the major retail companies and other trading organizations and manufacturing companies. And I was handling a global leader positions in Middle East, but due to some COVID restrictions, we have moved to another industry. So I'm presently working with the metal industry where we are doing metal manufacturing and trading. And that's for now.
Wow, sir, that's an honor to have you, and thank you so much for giving us, insight about your journey and how you were reached to this level in the tech industry. So, thank you so much for providing us the very wonderful introductions about yourself, sir. So, as we start, the formal podcast question and answer session, I would also like to give introduction about myself and my organization. So, if you permit, can I take 3 minutes more to introduce about myself and my organization?
Sure, definitely. Go ahead.
Myself, Sonal Shah, and I am the podcast host for this adfartech Venture podcast host. And as a adfartech, we are IT and a tech platform with focus on IT solutions, IT resources, recruitments, and this kind of a tech audio podcast. And we have a vendor alliances with the 50 plus tech partners, include the SAP, Oracle, Microsoft, Pega, OutSystems, APN, Cellflow, Cloudera, Informatica, and many such more. And the key solutions which we provide is ERP, application development, data, AIML, then blockchain, cloud, managed services, UX, UI, testing, and the cybersecurity. And the major skills which we have is we have resources more than somewhere around 20,000 across all the skills. So we can deliver both on-site and offshore within the 24 hours. So that is our major capability that right now we are serving. And at adfartech, with this podcast, we love to view and hear the visionary views of the tech leaders. So, we can better serve them and we can, manage the industry's need on a better way. So that is the main aim of this podcast. So this is all about adfartech Venture. And before we proceed, I would also like to thank you to my grateful audience because of them and their curiosity, we are running this much of episodes and episodes with the actual insights of the technologies and the future of technologies. So this is all about me and my podcast, and here I am with you today to, share the more views and know more about the industry's challenges. So thank you so much, sir, for, giving me the opportunity to have a conversation with you. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. It was a nice introduction.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. So now, as we are, directly jumping into the question and answer session. So as you have selected the, topic for discussion is navigating the challenges in terms of a digital transformation as well as, digitalizations, and what are the change management issues that organizations are, facing today. So, beginning with this question only, sir, I would like to know that how do you approach and, manage the challenges associated with introducing new technologies and ensuring the smooth transition for your team as well as the stakeholders?
Well, see, if we are talking about introduction of the new technologies into any organization, it is purely depend on how the organization is taking it.
Correct.
So, yeah, if you consider the organization, if it is a quite a large organization and quite a old organization, and it is working on a traditional manner, then the change management and the introduction of new technology may be quite difficult, and a lot of efforts needed to convince the team to move ahead how it is. But if it is a company in an, which is even though it is old and managing by a new generation team, so here we here in this part of the world that conversion is happening in a quite big way. The what we can get generation transformation. We go with the senior members were handling the organization, and the kids of that senior members are taking over now. So that such organizations, when the new blood is coming on the top, they are too much tech savvy. So it is quite easy to handle that team, that management, and implement the technologies. So the challenges are based on the organization and the culture of the organizations, and how the management is taking to that. Along with that, the leader who is leading the technology part is also having a major role in this. Like,
Right.
assess the exact technology which is suitable for that organization, and proper communication with the team and the management team, and take them also into the confidence and explain the benefits, and explain the need of our, and then take an interactive approach to move ahead. So that is my suggestion, or my pathway towards taking a new technology to a new organization.
Sir. So, by means like if you want to promote and be in line with the technological need, you have to be flexible as well as understandable in the needs of the industry and the face of a rapid technological advancement. So that's a wonderful approach, sir. So, sir, like as you had said that you have to keep balance between the needs as well as the mindset of the people. So, to ensure this technological changes align with the overall business objective, so is there any way to collaborate with other departments and a stakeholder in the organizations? Or like many people say that communication play, as well as you also said that the team management is more important. So, as per your views, what role does communication play in this alignment processes?
See, the communication is the key of any technological implementation. See, if you, for example, if you are taking a technology to a company where the legacy system is working for a long time, and one fine day you are going to that organization and telling that I'm changing everything, and I know everything, and I'm changing everything, then that technology initialization will go for a toss. Okay. So my approach will be the communication is the main agenda, or should be the main agenda for a technical leader for before taking anything into the organization. So sit with the team, understand or explain them properly what is to be done, or what you are going to do, or what are the benefits you are getting out of it, and take the suggestions from, because those people are working in that company or that aligned with that process for a long time, and you are a new person to, or you might be working there, but you will be taking care of only the technology part, not the process part. So they will be able to explain you or suggest you better. Okay, look, man, this is not the right approach. If you approach like this, then it will be a better pathway to accommodate this technology. So the proper interactive communication, same way along with the stakeholders, with the management. So first of all, you have to communicate with the management why you want to take this technology into this organization, what benefits you are getting into it, what are the other challenges you are going to face it, and how you are going to mitigate it. So you have to communicate all these challenges to the board or the management team first, then go to the lower level team or the workers team or basically end users team, and communicate with them, interact with them, and then make a strategy how to approach you the technology implementation. So that should be the approach, and that is the power of communications in this whole process.
Communication, as per your views, communication plays the crucial role, in managing the technological changes as well as managing the mindset of the people. So, sir, while handling this change management, you also finding some kind of a resource constraint. Resources not only on the budget side, but also in the terms of human resource and terms of the tech resource. So, as per your views, sir, what are the specific resource constraints you have observed till date in your experience, and how do manage this resource constraint in line with the technological upgradations as well as the change management? So, can you share some views on that?
If we are talking about resources, then majorly there are two resource issues may come. Along with that, I will say there will be three resources. Say one is that your budget allocations, and another one is the human resource, and the third one is the technical resources, like your data center, your server, or your IT infrastructure. Even though it is related to budget, but we can consider this as also a resource to implement any technological developments or technological changes. Okay, so mainly I was faced all the three, but there are two or three approaches we can go ahead to mitigate these two issues. So if we are talking about the budget resource budgeting issues, then you have to evaluate, for example, in a the one company is flourishing very much and they have initiated the project that time, due to some unforeseen, the revenue has gone down and that company was not able to finance to this project, then it will be a big issue. In the middle of the project, we may have to take a decision that to stop the project or slow down the project. So then we, as a technical leader, what we have to do is that we have to evaluate what are the projects in the pipeline and what are the organizational priorities. And if you stop or slow down this project, how it will impact your day-to-day operations of the organizations, and what the organization demands now. So all these permutations, combinations, you have to analyze and you have to discuss with the management. Is that okay? This is the way. As a technical leader, when you are taking the problems to the management, you should also take the solutions also to the team. That is what I believe. So whenever I am going with the budget constraints to the management, saying that see, these are our problems. These are the areas we need to take care immediately to have a smooth run of the organization, and this much fund is required. So it was X amount of fund we were allocated. Okay, we can do it for the time being X minus Y by compromising so and so activities. So please suggest to go ahead. So that is a one way to handle the budget constraints. If you come to the resource constraints is the most critical part when you are implementing any new technology or new project. The one thing is that the resources will be very less in the market, and they will be more. The moment they are seeing that you are so dependent on them, they will increase their value, or their demands will get increased automatically. So the poaching also will happen with because similar technologies might be getting implemented in various places. So the poaching also will start happening. So one method we are doing for that is the phased approach. So if any resources is making a move from a important role of this project implementation, then what we will do is that we will slow, if it is possible, we will slow down that implementation for the time being, and we will try to incorporate two, three methods. We can do that. We can hire a external partner to supply the resources to implement it, or we can outsource the entire project to that partner to take care of it. Or what we will do is that we will appoint a temporary basis resources who can work remotely or immediately into that project. And always my method of approaching a project, or my method of implementing a project, is that I always try to keep a second line resources in place, even though he may not be that competent as the first one, but there will be a backup to handle the immediate situations. So that is the approach of mine in handling these resource crunches mainly.
That's a wonderful, sir. Appreciate your answer on each and every resource constraint, and that, how you are planning to manage this. So, sir, while many of the companies are going for the digital transformation, right? So, as per your, experience and current demands, what are the skills right now is in high demands? Or if any organization wants to go for a fully digital transformation, so what are the specific skills they are going to recruit in a near future? Any comments on that too?
See, there are plenty of technologies available in the market. Okay, if you take artificial intelligence, machine learning, behavior analytics, blockchain, plenty meta, this thing, that thing. There are hundreds of technologies, and everything is getting introduced every now and then. New technological advantages are coming to the organization. See, so if I am sitting in an organization and evaluating any technology, my first preference will be whether that technology is useful to my organization, whether that if I am adapting the technology, whether the technology can provide ROI to my project. So that will be the better evaluation from my side. And if you ask me what is the future of the technology, that is a cloud. Cloud was and it is still running. Cloud migration from existing setup or in-house setup to a cloud migration, that is going in a big way, and it is most of the companies or the organizations are going on that way. And another one is that this AI-based chatbots and RPA implementations, robotic process implementations are the correct robotics process implementation. So that is another project which is taking care in the market as of now. And this meta was there for some time, and it is gone out. Same way the blockchain is also, again, it is not suitable for all the organizations. There are some organizations which a blockchain can be utilized effectively. That organizations are going towards that. And again, this machine learning and behavior analytics is helping. That technology is helping to improve the security of your data and systems in a bigger way. So yeah, there are plenty of technologies out there in the market, and that's right.
Sir, thank you so much for providing insights into the future of the industry also, and future of the digital transformation. So, is it as I'd seen in your bios from LinkedIn also, that you are, certified with so many awards and so many excellence in the cybersecurity, and earning so many related like CISO 30 and CISO 100 awards also. So, this is all about awards and recognition, right? So, do you think these all recognitions has created some major impacts on your own mindsets, or while creating or I can say the while collaborating partnership with other organizations. So do you think it has an impact and gives you, some more recognitions for that?
Yes, see, all the recognitions are very much important for you to improve your confidence. So whenever you are, see, all these awards are coming from a uh, nominations, and there is a jury who is evaluating your projects and your deliverables to the organizations on the each year, and you are coming out from a last 50% or a 25% from a group of 300 400 applications. So it definitely boosts your confidence. Even it automatically increases your value in the market. That is secondary, but what I am taking is that it is improves your confidence in a very big way. If you see this CAA to 200 global award, it was from a 3,000 odd nominations were there, and out of that we were some of us came into that position. So it gives a very big boost to your confidence, and it gives you an energy to move ahead and march ahead with your and gives you a clear path that you are in the right way to move ahead. So it's definitely a boost.
So appreciate your all recognition. So sir, now with these only, like these are the standards, or like industrial awards and recognitions, that is a kind of a standard as we keep ourselves to improve, right? As you said, this gives us a confidence. So similar way, there are industry specific standards also, right? So how do you ensure that your processes and IT strategies aligning with these industry standards and various compliance requirements? And what are the role these standards play in the digital transformation journey to organization?
See, if we are talking about compliance, compliance plays a very major role in the digital transformation and the process enhancement nowadays. So, if you take different verticals, the compliance to that different verticals are different. If you take a pharma industry, that is FDAs will come into the picture, and their compliance process will come into picture. If you take a hospital, then HIPAA, and the other compliances will come into picture. If you take to a organization who is going for a listing, then the stock exchange compliances will come to a picture. See, in my experience, I have gone through all these compliance process implementations. So one of my working company was planned to list in US stock exchange. Then the SOX compliance was the priority for that implementation. So there I was implementing a business critical application. I am not taking the name of the application, but we are implementing that business critical application, and we were forced to incorporate these compliance into that system, and that implementation was monitoring by a big four. So it was an important the compliance incorporation played a major role in that implementation, and that implementation was audited by the principal software company and awarded as a quality second place in quality implementation. That was the silver award globally for that year. Our implementations has got. So that was the major compliance based implementations I have done. The another implementation, it was for a pharma industry. That pharma industry again, we have implemented a new digital, paperless production flow. It was one of the biggest project which was achieved without incorporating any third-party software. In a single solutions, we did this digital transformation and the paperless production flow. And the major achievement of that is that process was completely audited by USFDA. You know, the USFDA is the top-notch medical agency. Their compliances are very so they were audited, yeah, they were audited that implementation, and they have certified, yes, this process implementation is 100% compliant by our norms and other regulations. So, like that, I have done many compliance-based implementations, and compliance. And the major benefit which we're getting out of this compliance-based implementation is that there will be a written down process for handling each functions in that organizations, and that will make an easy process flow in the system, systematic process flow in the system, and it was amazing. And definitely, it needless to say, if you are implementing the compliance for compliance today, and if you are not monitoring and reviewing it and making sure that that compliance is getting implemented properly, then there is no use of it. So there is a regular monitoring and implementation and validation should be there in the compliance implementation. So this is like compliance involved in a major implementation processes.
Yes, thank you so much, sir, for shedding lights on this, managing the industry standards with the digital transformation, as well as managing all the kinds of, best implementation of the technology. So that's wonderful, sir. So even I had also worked in the pharma companies, and, I was working as a consultant for this all kind of ISO, these GMP standards, and these IT standards also I'd implemented. So I'm truly, in experience these all these kind of SOPs and the procedures and all IP, QP and everything. So I can totally relate and, resonate your experience in line.
Yes. 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 To that pharma company, what we did is that we digitalized everything. We removed the use of paper. It was a major achievement, and most of the digital the magazines in this UAE region was published it as a major achievement. So it was a amazing experience.
And the standards and implementation itself is a learning kind of MBA in yourself, because it gives you all kind of management experiences with all the departments. So that is the best beauty of implementation of the standards in organization, as per my
Yes. Yes.
Sir, adding on this, like you also said in between that, there's measuring the success of these standardizations and implementing these industrial standards. So what are the key performance indicators or the metrics do you prioritize to gauge the effectiveness of this digital initiative? I'm not saying that any of the industrial standards or practices, but specifically for a digital initiatives. And is there any way that tie back to overall business goals in an easy manner?
Yeah. See, there are first of all, if any organization is spending on a technology, means there is a major chunk of budget is getting allocated to the technology, especially if it is a new technology. So always these evaluation should be there with any organizations, is that if you are spending this, what is your ROI? That should be evaluated first before going for any organization. That is the first priority of mine. And then we have to evaluate before initiating any project. We have to evaluate how that project is going to benefit you, and how you are that project is giving benefits to your organizations. And if you say what are the targets as per my perception, what should be the target of any digital transformation, is that whether that digital transformation is making the operation of that organization is smooth, whether that increasing the visibility of the organizations, whether the decision making by implementing the technology, whether the implementation of the technology over the decision making is making fast to the organization. And at the end of the day, whether if you combine all these, it will lead to a revenue increase or income increase of that particular organization. So the last goal of any digital transformation is the revenue or benefit to that organization. That would be in terms of cutting down internal cost, or cutting down the operational cost, or increasing the customer enhancement and taking more orders. So many parameters are there, and by at the end of the day, if you see the balance sheet of that organization, if you are by implementing this technology, by allocating this much amount to this organization, and at the end of the day, there should be some figures in the balance sheet to show by doing this we have achieved this. So that should be the target, according to me.
That's a wonderful. That's a wonderful, sir. So, sir, if you don't mind, I'm not saying to giving the name, but can you provide some of the current technologies that you are using at your organization, and current digital transformation, if any, are happening at your end under your guidance? Any specific?
See, what I can say is that I have implemented a major ERP SAP. Okay, from the last 10 years, I was working on SAP, and I have implemented in those like trading organization, manufacturing organization, and the present organizations. And in the present company also, we have done a project of taking into the latest version of that solution. And now we are moving into a analytics solution. That project is also in the initial stage. So we are doing that analytics implementation. And along with that, we are in the evaluation stage of implementing some RPA, or how we can suit our process and enhancement to the organization and the benefits to the organization. And so these are the three technologies. Again, these are the only three technologies which is required for our organization as of now. We don't need any virtual reality or something like that to this format. No.
Okay.
So these are, because of that, these are my present technological projects which is going on.
Thank you so much for sharing the lights, your current technical requirements and the current technology that your organization is incorporate into daily practices. So, sir, like you had already said that, what will be the future of a technology in between the other answers also. So I'm not going to look again on into that. But right now also you had said that you are not going to use any other technologies as per your organization needs. But
Yeah.
as per your experiences, can you share some of the glimpse into any upcoming technology that will going to lead the role in digital transformation as a vast? So I know AI is definitely going to be one of them, but other than AI, I also wanted to focus on some of the other next technological changes that people would like to hear from you.
See, there are many technological developments which are happening in different areas, which is not known to all the market, because it is not relevant to them.
Yes.
So if you take for this behavior analytics and the machine learning, that technology is getting utilized by the security companies in a bigger way, along with the artificial intelligence, very just getting incorporated into that. But this machine learning and behavior analysis is not going to have a direct impact on the standard organizations. They are not going to implement machine learning and behavior analysis as a product, but they will use the security product which is using these technologies. So that is the one major technologies along with the AI which is getting incorporated into this. Then another major change is happening on the cloud environment. So when the 5 years or 10 years before what as a cloud concept starts, from there and present cloud is it is huge transformation. So that is the another cloud technology is then another technology. Then the third one is the virtual reality. So virtual reality is VR is taking the big boom, especially into a real estate industry. So if you see, Dubai, UAE is a bigger market for the real estate. So now the real estate companies, what they are doing, they are creating a virtual reality on the apartments they are selling. So as a customer, you can look and feel how your rooms and how your apartment will looks like using the virtual reality. So that is another major development is happening here. And along with that, the blockchain was around 5 to 6 years now, but still it is getting shaped, and it is more and more area we are getting into that blockchain technology. So
Which your version of the blockchain are people are using?
correct. Now the confidence and the blockchains came into people's mind. Like earlier, everybody was talking about the blockchain, and whoever was talking about blockchain, they were also not sure about how it is getting materialized. So now that ambiguity is gone. Now the blockchain technology is a proven technology, and so more adaptations are coming into that technology. So again, I will say there are plenty of technologies. See, there are plenty of technologies development is happening in the aerospace world, which is not known to common people. So there are, and over a period of time, what will happen is that like internet came into the picture of how how the internet introduction was done. It was used by the Pentagon, and then it has gone to the market. So the same way, many technologies which we are using in the secret areas will come into the market as a common usage for the future. So it is a very, very interesting market to read and understand what is happening in the world. Yeah.
Very exciting to hear about this, such as aerospace technology and the example you have shared about, the internet words and how come it's entered into our daily life as a routine word. So thank you so much. Yes. So, sir, as we wrap up these insightful conversations, I would also like to know, something that, create inspirations to our fellow listeners as well as, some IT professionals, those who are going to, navigating these change in digital transformations or managing the change management in this technological line. So can you share some of the, words for them to give them some kind of a wisdom or inspirations? So just in 1 or 2 lines, I'll not take much of your time, but please.
See, the digital transformation or a technology implementation, whoever is going for this path, first of all, everybody should understand whether the technology which you are taking is suitable for your present environment or not. That is first. And secondly, your present environment can accommodate that in a cost. And what is the outcome, whether that can be contribute to your balance sheet at the end of the day. So this was the 3 mantras for me to approach any technology implementation or adapting any technologies for that. So I will say from the last 25 years, I was quite success in following this methodology, and achieved till today. I was a wonderful experience using this method to adapt any implementation, and the organizations was also happy because at the end of the day, the management is always talking about the top line and the bottom line. So there is something is there in the bottom line. So I'm quite confident if you follow this approach, it will be a great success.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. We appreciate your knowledge and really the time you have, given to these episodes. So overall, on behalf of adfartech Venture as well as from myself, I'm so much grateful to have you today. So thank you so much, and thank you so much for this insightful discussions about each and every digital transformation journey, for each and every questions response you have given. So thank you so much on behalf of adfartech Venture podcast and from our listeners also, because from these, experience you have shared, they are really going to benefit for their organization as well as for their journey. So this is all about today's podcast, and now we are definitely going to, wrap up this podcast very soon. So thank you so much, sir, for these wonderful discussions, and we would be definitely like to collaborate with you with the future requirements and future technological needs. So thank you so much, sir, for being with us. So listeners, please, if you know any pertaining needs in the answering the digital transformations or the change management, you can directly follow the profile on the LinkedIn with the name of Manish Shailesh and his company profile, where he is always available and ready to answer the questions also. And if you want to know something more about the technologies and what is the view of Mr. Manish Shailesh in details, as well as other technological leaders, you can directly go and follow the adfartech venture pages and adfartech ventures podcast on the YouTube. So there you can find all the insights and episodes of the industry's tech leaders. So thank you so much, sir, for joining us today. And we are really happy to have you today on the episodes.
Thank you, Sonal. Thanks for your time. Bye.
Thank you so much, sir.